stunt driving in Ontario, and my Zoom court date in 2022. Well, here's what you can expect when you go to court for the first time for your stunt driving charge in Ontario. 1, your court date will be online with Zoom. When you get charged with stunt driving, the police officer gives you a summons, and on that summons, you will see your appearance is required at a court on a specific date and time. So what's new in 2022 is that your court date is now online via Zoom. And in some courts in Ontario, it is possible the court appearance will be by phone, but most likely Zoom. The connection details for your court date should have been given to you by the police officer or a letter that you may have received from the court. If you do not have the connection details, you should contact the court office of where you were charged, and they will give you the information on how to connect. 2, you have to attend your court appearance in court either by video or by phone. It is not optional. It is mandatory by law. You have to attend. If you don't attend, you may be subject to further charges as you are not present to defend or address your current charges. And the court, without you knowing, will set a future court date for you, and you will not get a notification of this date. So in the event that you miss your court date, you should contact the court to find out what happened and when your next court date is going to occur. 3, this court date is not a trial. Your first court date for your stunt driving charge is not a trial date. It is something called a first appearance date. And it's called this because it's the first time you appear before the court to address your charges. The main purpose of this court date for your charge is to be legally transferred into the court's jurisdiction and for you to get the evidence. So finally, because this court date is not a trial, the officer that charged you will not be there. 4, get your evidence. The key purpose of your first court appearance is to get the evidence that the prosecutor will be using to convict you. It is possible that the evidence will not be ready on this date. If this is the case, you'll just get another date to repeat this process. Your evidence, it will be included in a package called disclosure. You may have heard this term. And on your court date, ask the prosecutor for your disclosure and make arrangements on how you can get this disclosure. 5, you will get a new court date. At the end of your court appearance, the Justice of the Peace will give you a new court date in which you will have to attend as well. You get a new court date in order to give the prosecutor and yourself time to review the evidence and decide the next steps that you want to happen, which such as hiring legal help, etc. So make sure that you write down that new court date in your calendar, as the court will not send you reminders about this date. 6, you cannot record your court appearance. The rules regarding court appearances are very strict and very clear. You cannot record audio, you cannot record video, and you cannot even take screenshots of the court appearance. If you do, you would be subject to very serious penalties.